Hi, I'm Stephanie, the creative girl behind the designs. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. And if you haven't already done so, I would truly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification alerts so that you know when I post my next video. In today's video, I am going to be setting up my May calendar and then my May monthly dashboard in my Frankenplanner catch-all. In my plan at the moment is I intend to incorporate the functionally chic stickers from Live Love Posh. And then I also have 2 sticker books from the Happy Planner. I've got Colorful Shapes and then Planner Babe, right? Planner Babe. No one's heard of this much. It seems like it was never a very popular planner girl from their collections that they did years ago, but I do think I can incorporate some of the items from there, so I'm going to be trying that today. And I'm going to be kind of not mimicking, but tying together both my currently page that I did a few days ago, which I will link in the box above, and I'm gonna kind of tie those two together. I kind of like them to be coordinated. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some things out of the way and get out my month. So my May month is, and again, I'll link the video, but this is the May currently page so that you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna do, now last month I had done the April La Fleur tab, but because I had so much color going on, I wanted to kind of go a little bit more neutral. So I'm using the May Gold and Black Planner tab. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this pulled out. And then what I did in advance was I had already taped together or glued together the pages. So if you recall, so this is my month, and then I took my month back page or right side page and backed it to the May Celestial Dashboard monthly layout. So, and then I also took that right side of that layout and pasted it to the first week. So again, I'm going to be doing both of these in this video, so it's probably going to be a tad long, but it'll be, worth it in the end because it's going to look really sharp. But I'm going to probably start in May, and then I may bounce around a little bit because I'm going to be using a couple different sticker books, and I have a plan, and we'll see how well that works out. So as you know, when you get planning, things don't always work like you had hoped. So this is also some washi tape. So this was the washi tape I used in the currently, and I just grabbed this out, which also has some lilacs on it. And where I am in May, we have lilacs that bloom. So I'm kind of doing like a purple and pinkish kind of theme. And I may or may not incorporate some tombos. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the floral stickers, but in my sidebar on my May month, I usually like to have a long sticker. So I'm just going to take a quick peek and see if I have what I need, because I did use the long one in the May currently. So I have a blue, and I may have to forego that idea. We'll see. Well, there's a green. I could always do pink and green. We'll see. All right. So let's set that aside. Now I'm going to be using the same stickers so that, again, it coordinates. And that's the nice thing about all the planner pages that Happy Planner gives us now, because they're all neutral. You can kind of incorporate whatever you'd like. So I'm going to start with these florals from Live Love Posh. And I'm going to put, my intent was to, well, you know what? Let me step back for a minute. As I was looking at the florals that I had available, and I always like to try and use as many as I can because, well, I love florals. So I'm actually going to start on the May dashboard because I did have some big floral bouquet parts that I wanted to make sure I got in here. So for starters, I am going to wipe out the header over here just because I know I'm not going to be using this particular header. Get some paper under here so I don't get it on my desk. I will be putting a box in this area, so I'm not worried about it being perfect. So let me get that out of the way. So I'm going to grab this big bouquet, floral bouquet part here, because I want to put that over on this side. Now let me measure, because I just need to make sure I wasn't going to cover this box. So we're supposed to have a nice day today, and I'm hoping to get this done and get outside a little bit just to get some sunshine. Okay, so I just went off camera a bit to get the sticker off, because I didn't want to rip it, because it does have like these little soft leaves coming off the edge. All right, so let me get this on, and I'm just going to bring it right up to the edge. It should fit fine. And I just missed the disc area. That worked out perfectly. Okay, and so then the next thing I wanted to grab was this big other bouquet, because I don't have a plan at the moment for this area over here for the month. So this will take up most of that area, and then I'll, kind of go from there. If I need to put something in there or put in a half sheet, I could do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. I think I'm gonna do this way, just like that. And then I'm gonna cut off the leaves, and I'm definitely gonna keep those because I can use those to edge my boxes. Okay, see how pretty this is? These florals are just gorgeous. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is pull, let me see, where's my book here? I'm going to pull a few of the colorful boxes. Hopefully I can find some that match and get this page. Since I'm already on it, I'll try and keep working on it. Hopefully I have boxes that I'd like, or that at least that the color goes with it. I'm not seeing that. I do. Let me see how this, I haven't used these before. A whole sheet of octagons. Let's see if I can't get up over here. Let's see if I can do this big purple one. What if I just angled it in there? And then cut the edge off. That would be cute. Yeah, that works. We haven't even finished April yet, but I'm already thinking about May and going into June, design-wise and just kind of in general. Because once it seems May gets here, then really we're kicking into our summertime. So I know I'm using these florals, but I still want to incorporate some of these washi. So I need to keep these out here so I don't forget them. Somehow, somewhere I want to try and incorporate it. So let's see. I think what I want to do is, I had one more I was going to put over here. I think it was this smaller one here. And there are 2 sheets in each of the books, but I just didn't want to, use both of them in one planner session. Because again, I am going to be pulling out some of the Planner Babe stickers. All right, so this one I was planning on bringing over here. I hope that's level. Okay. So I'm realizing that, like I said, I don't have the coordinating boxes. So, and I am going to be changing this for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and just white this out. Oh, I forgot this one up here too. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is to keep my pages similar. I think I'm going to, in this upper block, also use another hexagon. There's not a smaller one though, which is okay, but I think I'm going to use a different color. And I'm going to put it in here, hopefully in the same orientation. So basically it is, although I'm not going to hit the discs. So it's basically this. Okay, that'll work. If you recall, I had changed my boxes last month, or it technically is this month for April, and it kind of worked out well. I liked having this big area for my YouTube ideas, so this will remain YouTube. This was my newsletter, the blog, Facebook, the BTD Behind the Designs shop, and then my extras over here. So I think I'm going to keep it the same. And I'm going to, I think, edge this box with a sprig of leaves. Let's see. I'm gonna take one of the leaf sets from what I cut off on this, and I'm going to add it to the edge of that other hexagon, just to hide. There's just a smidge of white out showing, so I'm just going to kind of hide it behind the leaves. So I have, once I had changed my setup, I feel like I'm a little bit more ahead of the game. And that's where I want to be. I don't want to fall behind. And I did put up last week a blog post for the first time in seems forever. So I think the blog is going a little slower than I thought, but I think it'll work out. It's just a matter of filtering it into my current plan. And so I'm always trying to look, this is going to be the blog, and this is my ideas. So this dashboard serves as my ideas. It doesn't necessarily mean that what I put on here is everything I'm going to do. Because then it also just gives me an opportunity to come back and take a look at it and see what were some ideas, maybe incorporate them, and it just seems to work for me. So I think what I'm going to do, this was leftover washi, and I didn't want to get rid of it just yet because I knew I may use it. Oops. If you recall from that video, this washi tape was just giving me problems. But I think I'm going to put this here. So all day today I've been hearing, at least for the most part, everyone's out there mowing their lawns and getting things, you know, done for their spring Friday. By the way, happy Friday. That's so pretty. I'm going to get more washi because I want to put another strip here and maybe down here. And I think I've had this washi for a little while and I just hadn't used it. I just don't recall a spread where I had put it on there, and it's just too pretty not to use. So here we go with the ripping of the tape again. Let's see how far I can get before it frustrates me. Which I already ripped some of it, which might be okay. It's definitely a challenge to do this. So I think I'm just having like one of those Friday days where I'm like, yes, it's Friday, you know, I'm tired, and you know, you're trying to get everything done, and so it just is, I think, a slow day. Maybe I just haven't had enough coffee yet. So this here, I'm going to put a above this line, just slightly above it. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut off some of that washi because it's just going to show through. So I have a lot of new things coming in May to my YouTube channel. And so I hope you continue to stay tuned and watch, catch what's new and going on. But I have some new setups coming and some new ideas that you can put into your planner. I always have more ideas than I have time to do them all, which you probably already know. Okay. I had to take that off. It wasn't working for me. So what I'm going to try now, I'm still trying that same concept. But that one, the other side of that hexagon just wasn't working in that space. So I needed to ditch that idea. So what I am going to pull over here is one of these. So I think what I'm going to have to do is cut the washi into this. All right. So I think I keep going off camera here just to tidy things up. I just feel like today's a struggle bus, but it's Friday. It shouldn't be like that, but it is. So let me cut this down. I don't want to cover this hexagon. Okay, that looks a little better. So I do think that in my boxes over here, I'm going to use the Tombow marker for that. And I think for that purpose, I'm going to use pink because I do have a lot of purple going on. So I kind of want to bring some more pink in too. So I'm going to go ahead and use pink just to kind of give it a little color. Okay. And I think for the moment, other than I'm going to get some washi down here, and then I'm going to jump back over to the month because I do have some of the floral stickers that I'm going to use, but I may not use them all on the month. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I pull out what I'm going to use. All right, here we go. It actually could be nice too to kind of section off each area, which I may do. We'll see. Oops. Keep losing my washi. So I think this mostly fits. I do have to go up to the edge here since I did it further down, and I'm just gonna square off the edge of the washi just so I can get a better angle on where I'm putting it. Now I have the option of doing this, but before I do that, I want to step back only because this area here I have not put my label on it, the sticker. So I'm going to hold off on that one. So, you know, again, you may or may not hear, you know, through the video, I think it's just Friday. It's been a long week and I think my brain is fried. Not quite where I need to be with my mindset. So let me get on here. So I don't have this box, which bothers me because I did want to use a box over here. While I do have in the notes section, you know, it's easy, it's lined, I just like to decorate it a bit more. All right, so I went and grabbed my Colorful Boxes sticker book because I wasn't finding what I wanted in the colorful shapes because I'd already used the ones that I had. So I'm just gonna flip quickly through this and see if I find a box color I'm looking for, hopefully in the long box. I have multiple books of this, so I should be able to find something. There is a long one in here. It works. I think I'll go with that. And this, you know, really works for me because it's, you know, as you know, the year of use the stickers. So I'm going to get this one on. Okay, that's better. So I do have a box that complements. So what I'll be doing is the florals are the decor, and I, use my boxes for my headers. And then I'm going to use the Planner Babe to kind of fill in some more decor. So I'm going to take my little floral bouquet over here. And let me see about getting it. I was originally going to put it down here, but I think I want to try and put it up here. That worked out perfectly. Okay, so I have a little piece around the tab area that I'll take that off camera. So the next bouquet I wanted to get in here is the this big one here, because let me just quickly check. Yeah, so I think that'll work. And then I've really used one sheet for the month of May. It doesn't include the weeks, but that's okay because I'll do different things during the week. For the weekly plans, I'll do different, themes or layouts. So this one was gonna go here, down here. Oh, you see what I mean? Today's just one of those days. You just have them sometimes, and I think that today's that day for me. So I think I'm gonna get this one as much in the corner as I can. Get this trimmed up. So today's just a day I think I need to take a big sigh. Just so much, like, I feel like I'm fumbling through my day. So I really love how this looks so far. And then before I go any further, because then sometimes it's too much, I'm going to go ahead and do my swash of color. And I now have some leaves, which I think I want to take over here in my sidebar. I kind of want to fill this area in a bit with some leaves. Let me see if I can make something work over here. Okay, so I trimmed off some of just the edging, and I'm going to see if I can make this work. Just kind of get some more in here somehow. Fill it in a bit. Okay, that works. It's not terrible. So I have 2 large florals. I'm actually just gonna now take this page out because I know I'm gonna use the whole thing. Okay, just kind of clear my desk space here because I'm feeling like I'm losing my area. Okay, so I now have this, and I do know that over here, I do want to get one more floral. So I'm going to spread these 2 florals out. I just have to decide which one. Okay, so I'm going to put the smaller one over here. I think I'm going to just go with this. I was going to put it around the box, but it just kind of wasn't working. I may use some leaves at the bottom of that box. Yes, this is looking really pretty. I think every time I use some of the Love Posh florals, I'm like, they're my favorite. But every time I use more, I'm like, no, they're my favorite. No, they're my favorite. So I just love each of the color. The colors are so vibrant. I think I like these ones the most, only because they kind of have that watercolor tone to them. And since starting YouTube, that's the funny thing. I haven't really had time. I've had time to plan, but I haven't had time to create much. So at some point, I'm going to have to figure that out because I can feel that I'm not creating and it's kind of wearing on me. So I need to fix that problem. So I have all, you know, the extra leaves I'm just trying to use up. I think I'm going to use this bigger one. So this, oops, this I'm going to get on the bottom of this box, which will use up some of that writing space. But again, most of my writing takes place in here anyway. So I like how that is. I have the one more floral I need to get on, plus get a box on, or some kind of header box. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip back. And so I have this to do, and then I'm going to get also a floral in here. And I'm trying to avoid the disc area. I can repunch it, I just don't want to have to. This is the best option. So cute. Now I do have these two little pieces left, and when I have that, I use it up here. It just, you know, kind of ties in the font and that section to the rest of the design. So I'm just going to put this one here. And then I'm going to take the last little like floral bud here. And then I've used another sheet. Yay. Although those were new, so those kind of don't count towards my use the sticker rule. Okay, so then this little one, I think I'm going to put here on the Y. So, you know, you can see how it just kind of ties that whole page in. It just gives it just something. Just, I like it when it's tied in. So now, because of and I look over here and now I'm not liking this box. You know how that goes. And that's how I operate. You know, I'll get through so much of it and then I'm like, you know, that's kind of not working for me anymore. So I think what I'm going to do, I would have preferred these rounded boxes, but I don't have those anymore. And in here, I think they're only square. And I did have some I could use. So I'm going to go with those. So as you can tell right now I have, I think, so these are the three I've been working off of colorful boxes. But in reality, I think I have 5 of those sticker books. So I'm going to take this off because it is bothering me that it's sticking out as soon as I find my X-Acto knife. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, I love the color. I'm just not loving that it's not looking right to me. So I'm going to save it. I will put it aside. So that being said, I now need these two over here. So I'm going to go with these squares. I think the color matches well. So I think what I may do is I'm going to use one purple and one pink. Because they don't really need to be very big at all. Although, you know what? Over here, it may not cover enough. Yeah, it looks like it's covering it. So I'm going to keep this color over here. All right, that looks straighter. I could have taken the tape out from behind it, but that's okay. And if I do, I'll do it off camera. Because I do want to get into this Planner Babe sticker book and get some of those stickers in here. So my box isn't sticking on the washi. So I do need to take the washi off. Okay, perfect. Yay, something worked out today on Friday day. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of these other boxes or sticker books aside, and I'm going to start digging into Planner Babe. So I have both the Planner Babe regular size and mini, and I'll see what I've got as I get into it. Because it is as colorful as, like it has the strips on it, like the color, like this here, the color strips. And I just have to make sure I choose the colors that are within my palette that I already have, or else it tends to look it's too much for me. So I'm looking at these quotes. Okay, so what I want to do with one of these quotes is I wanted to bring over this one, which is beautiful minds inspire others. And I think I want to put that down here, right up next to this washi. And as I'm thinking of this area here, I think what I'm going to put there is I do have some of my videos that I need to go back through. There were some suggestions and comments that I want to kind of note and follow up on. So there is one in particular, I will be getting that posted. It is how I use the task list of the monthly planner layout to do my social media. So I'll be posting that soon, but I think that's what I'm going to put here. I like that there. That's good. And so what I usually will do is I kind of just go through and I pull out things that seem to work. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be using some of these. So let me mark this page. I knew I was going to be incorporating some of the little discs because I think those would be fun. And I think what I'm going to try for is on the month, on the month, I think I'm going to use the discs. So I think I can use this one, the little disc washi strip, which is fun to do. See, that works perfectly. I need to get one over here. All right. I just need to bring this one down a smidge. The tail end of this one for some reason didn't lay correctly. Okay. How cute is that? See, it works perfectly. I'm going to use that one there, and then I saw, where is it? This here. And I'm going to put this one right here because I won't write in this area. Okay, so there's my month. And then I'm going to go and grab, I thought somewhere there was, whoops. Okay, those are individual. Let me just check the mini quick, because in one of my books, there was a cluster of the discs. There's an individual. Let's see, I'm going to take this one. Or you know what? Hold on. All right, so somewhere I wanted to put the cluster over in here somewhere. Ooh, I'm going to put this here. Plan a happy life, but first coffee. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one here for now. I do want to get some of the discs. And I know there was a clustering of them, and they were, I will find them somewhere. You know where they are at the last minute. Let me flip quickly. I didn't get any of the washi on this page. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some up here. All right, I'm just trying to piece together some of this washi. Rather than waste it, just try and use it. I gotta kind of make it, it's like surgery. Surgery for your washi. And then I have this little bit of washi. I don't want to tear another strip. But I feel like I need to get something over on this side. All right, let's see if I can make this work over here. All right. I had to take a moment and go back to my drawing board and I needed to trim this out a bit, so I had to go off camera for a second. All right, so I think for the month itself, I'm done, only because when I do, like when I write in my month, I use actually all the boxes and I use highlighter and color. If you recall, whenever I use a Tombow color, I will always, somewhere on the page in the margin, or you know what, I'm going to kind of make it more inconspicuous. And then I'll write it in there. And I may end up going back, maybe putting a strip up here of the washi, even though I didn't want to rip off a new washi, but I feel like it's sort of unfinished. So when I take a step back, think about it, I will take a look at it. And then I'm going to take, I want to use the mini planner babe. And I'm going to take, let's see, I got to have 2 of the same colors. So I think I'll go with, cute. Now to finish off my monthly layout, dashboard layout, I am going to do kind of the same thing. I'm not going to use the disc washi unless I can get it to fit. Oh, you know what? It might fit if it's a mini. Let me see. I was thinking down here. There are no circles in the Planner Babe that I could replace those with, so I'm gonna have to leave those the way they are. Okay, so here's the mini washi. And then same thing with the discs. I think what I want to do is I'm going to grab a purple. It's not the exact shade of pink, but it works. Just kind of throw those in over there. And then I am going to grab, since I want to kind of, again, balance my page, I'm going to go back to that washi because I want to put a little piece up here. Again, I'm just saying this because, you know, this is my preference. It's not to suggest Mambi or Mambi Happy Planner should do this, but I would love to see an entire sticker book of just discs, like clear discs on the paper, white paper sticker paper. That was backward. I mean, I would have a lot of use for that. I think it would be cool to have that. I am going to need to trim this down. Yeah, I mean, as I work with this from the Planner Babe, I just think it would be really cute. So I was thinking this just last night about what I was talking about earlier in the video, which was, you know, I have the plans, I have the planner, and I'm getting things done. The problem is the things that are getting done are mostly planning related. Like I'm not, and they're creative, but they're not like I'm missing just a whole bunch of journal stuff and watercolor, and I have so much I need to catch up on and want to catch up on. So that's something I'm going to have to be focusing on coming into May. Because, you know, everybody needs to be creative. So, you know, sometimes it's just those little touches just are what really pull the page together. I think this one went over a little. I guess not. Perfect. I was going to trim that down. And then, yes, I don't have bullet points in the Planner Babe, so I can't do that there. I am going to grab a few more of these little ones and kind of just drop them in down here. I love these discs. I need a whole sticker book. all the colors. One more, and then I think for the moment I could put more out for sure. There's no doubt that I could absolutely add more of these discs because I just love how they're looking with the stickers from Live Love Posh. It's all just so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of these headers in. I'm gonna do kind of a little of both. I'm going to do some lettering and then also some faux lettering I got over here. So let's see, this here, I'm gonna jump in and start doing this. This is the newsletter. Okay, so newsletter. This I'm going to bold. Okay. And then this was Facebook. Now, before I go over here, I'm going to write in my habit areas. Okay, so these are Instagram, and let's see, then there was Pinterest. So this particular month that I'm doing this in April, and I was pretty good about getting finally some Pinterest habits done. I was much behind in getting that one finished, so I'm happy that I'm getting back onto Pinterest. Now, the interesting thing I have found as I write, I'm actually going to put something here, as I write over highlighter, is that I found that if I use the micron, sometimes it blurs it more than if I just use my regular gel pen. So that's why I was using that. I am going to put, here they are. I'm going to use a mini disc. I want to cover this bit of white out. So I'm just going to kind of pop this in there. It didn't have to be covered, but you know, I just wanted to give it that little bit of extra. Okay, so this is Facebook. Okay, I'll probably go back and do some faux on that. And then the other thing I think I decided I'm going to do, just to kind of keep in with the color, is I'm going to pull out my Zig Clean Color Dot Purple, and I'm going to just go over these existing bullet points in purple. There, just helps it to look a little bit more in sync. All right, so then over here, I'm going to bring in again the bold, and this is YouTube, this section. And actually I'm going to add a little extra fun thing. So I do have stickers that are cameras, but I started to keep all my washi that had a camera on it in one location. It was just more fun to try and use this. It's easier too. So I am going to pull out this one, and it's just washi, so I'm just gonna take a piece of the washi and put it in there. Okay, so this one, I just have to find where it started. Okay, so this has like different styles of the camera. It was really just kind of cute. I don't even remember where I want to say I got it from Michael's. I can't say for certain, but I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. And like I said, I do have stickers that have it on there, but it would take a bit to find them. So all I'm going to do is trim out the camera. And see how it just kind of blends right in? It just works perfectly. Okay. So glad I had that nearby. Now, this is going to be YouTube, and I'm going to do a bold font on that. Do a little bit of lettering. It might be fun to even add a few extra cameras in there because there was like different sizes. So like the next one was, let's see. And I may even add in another one up here. But for right now, I'm going to leave it like that. And then I have, let's see, this is the shop. Okay. And then as I said, over here, I'm going to use this space. I'm going to go back through and look at the comments and, you know, things that were mentioned on past videos. And I'm going to kind of list them here because I know there were some things that I needed to get back to and still address, and I just want to make sure I do that. If you're taking the time to watch my videos, I truly appreciate it, and I want to make sure you know that I do read all the comments and that I do take the suggestions and try and incorporate them if I feel it works for what I'm doing. So I just definitely don't want to miss out on that. So I think for this, I may script it. Okay, that last line was a bit wonky, but that's okay. All right, so I am definitely, I feel a little tired. This was a long spread. I'm gonna have to edit out a lot. But I am pretty satisfied that I'm not really sure I'm going to be changing much in it. So let's quickly look. We've got the month of May, and I'm going to put in my color in down here, but I incorporated Live Love Posh stickers, some lilac washi, some planner babe, and I think it works and looks wonderful. I love how May has turned out, and I can't wait to work in it. And then we have the monthly dashboard, which has worked. It did work for me last month, so I think I'm going to go with it again. And I think I'm good. I think this is a nice spread. I love how it turned out. So I think that's it for this. I hope I have inspired you to create your May month or your May dashboard, and or even inspired you to get out those floral stickers and then just embrace the new month that's coming with, you know, spring in full bloom. And show me those floral spreads if you do any, or if you were inspired, be sure on Instagram to tag me with hashtag BTD inspired, and I'd love to see what you're doing. And I may even use your photo on my own page. So yeah, definitely tag me, BTD inspired, and I look forward to seeing anything you post. So I hope I've inspired you to create something beautiful today, and that I've inspired you to do something creative today and every day, and that you create a beautiful life one plan at a time. Thank you for watching.